It is Wednesday, 2nd of April, 2026, mid-European session. Just wanted to a review of a trade on DAX. So today, more importantly, just to look at, we had a lot of price drain off. This is all war related, but we can see here the euro, a big draining day during Asia. Same with the pound, same with the DAX coming down here into this key level. UK 100, it's pulled back quite nice, but now starting to pull back down at the breaking point. So these breaking points are quite responsive. And Bitcoin, same deal. Gold also now responding, going lower. So let's have a look at the trade on the DAX. Today's commitment was just to do 2 trades. That was it, to make sure that I'm not over trading and to really, to avoid that situation where you're suddenly exposed to your emotions. So 2 trades, that's all I committed to, set that up in the system, so I can't do any more. That also means I need to take good trades. So what I did, just go to this, might go to the 2-minute chart, a little bit easy to dissect. So this area here, we came down late Asia. So this is an area I was really wanting to buy in here, but because liquidity being as low as it is, it can just keep moving through these levels, and before you know it, you're down 20-30 points. But it didn't happen, so then started moving higher quite nicely. So it kind of felt that yes, we are going to maybe start filling in this big void, at least part of that, during this session. But price is obviously starting to head pretty weak now. So the trade itself, we saw this leg run up. That's what we like. This is at the open, runs up. I was really hoping for it to come back in to buy it again, for it takes another surge. That didn't happen. So then price just traded several hours. What have we got? 1706 through till 19. So a bit over 2 hours in this range. We got up to this high level here, is that on the 1-minute chart, it just kept on coming in and coming out, coming in, coming out. So I kind of felt, you know what, at some point, we're probably just going to get one of these areas, mid-area, and that's what happened, start breaking down. So came down. I've got a resting order just in here, at this level, and it didn't get there, which can often happen, but I had to avoid the urges of wanting to jump in because I wanted this trade. So that was the advantage, having a limit order rather than just sitting there with the mouse ready to tick. So that's a big lesson right there, the limit order. Now sometimes you might even get a better feel if you don't have a limit order, but I know my own behavior that I want to try and jump in when I see a reversal. And in this instance, that would have been 15 odd points I was giving up, even though it ran through, and I probably would have got out of that for sure, but we're trying to stick to the discipline. So anyway, price ran back up. I was potentially thinking a few things here. It can get up to this kind of breaking point there. This is where the weakness sets in, and maybe even higher, but it didn't get any higher there before it started reversing. So then it came down nicely into this level. This is where we made the buy here with the limit order. Looked a bit nervous for a little bit there, because normally you expect a fairly good quick reaction off the DAX, and it didn't happen because that's such a nice exposed leg. So it came up one time, remained in it. I really felt strong about this level, and maybe that's something I shouldn't have felt, but I felt the level was good, and that's why I committed to it. And then we've come down again, back to break even. Then we made this surge, happened to just get out up here. That's what my sensors were telling me to get out. Obviously aware that this can just keep running up, which the DAX can do. But to my surprise, price actually started coming back down again, which in itself is fine, but we could pop up again. Then we started bleeding off, and that's what surprised me. So we came down to the point of release, small response off it. Now, if we look at this leg where it started right down here, didn't really give much there at all. It didn't really give anything. It went a little bit deeper, and obviously we have this area here, which is the low. Yeah, that could be a buy. I'm definitely not buying it, but that could be a buy if you wanted it. So a bit of a surprise at that end, how we virtually reversed. I really thought often what happens with this is it gets a trading range and it just plays in and out of that trading range. So often there's no need to really panic, because what I was imagining, that price again would just play within this dealing range for maybe an hour or so and then either break up or break down. But the fact it was only in this range for a short time, 1910, broke out here, 1910. So yeah, we're only looking at a quarter of an hour in here. So often you get a lot more play time, and that would give you a chance to either get out. But yes, we did get a chance to get out as long as we got the entry right. That was important. So now we're still dipping lower. So a little concerned, but the market is continuing to sell off. We're now getting into that Easter period, and it's Friday non-farm payroll tomorrow, but markets obviously lighten up big time. So that's the trade, successful trade, but this was the surprise part of the package right here.